Welcome back to the Bible Breakdown channel. Today's video will be Galatians 5, the fruit of the Spirit. Freedom, that's the theme of Galatians 5, not the kind of freedom the world offers, but the kind that comes from the Spirit of God. Paul begins with a bold declaration. It is for freedom that Christ has set us free. Stand firm then, and do not let yourselves be burdened again by a yoke of slavery. Through Christ, we are no longer slaves to sin, guilt, or religious law. We are free, but that freedom isn't a license to live however we want. It's an invitation to live how God intended. Paul warns that if we use our freedom to indulge the flesh, we'll end up enslaved all over again. So he says, walk by the Spirit, and you will not gratify the desires of the flesh. Then he reveals a powerful truth, the constant battle within every believer. The flesh desires what is contrary to the Spirit, and the Spirit what is contrary to the flesh. They are in conflict with each other, and Paul lists what life looks like when we're led by the flesh. Sexual immorality, impurity, hatred, jealousy, fits of rage, selfish ambition, envy, drunkenness, and more. He doesn't list them to shame us, but to show us the reality of a life disconnected from the Spirit of God. Then, like light breaking through darkness, Paul reveals the beauty of life in the Spirit. He says, the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self. Notice he doesn't say fruits plural, but fruit singular, because these qualities are not separated, they're all part of one life led by the Spirit. Love that gives, joy that remains, peace that calms storms, patience that endures, kindness that lifts others up, goodness that shines in the dark, faithfulness that stands firm, gentleness that heals, and self-control that brings victory. Against such things there is no law. Paul says, those who belong to Christ Jesus have crucified the flesh with its passions and desires. That means we no longer let anger, greed, or pride rule us. We've nailed them to the cross and now walk in step with the Spirit. To live by the Spirit is to let God's presence shape your thoughts, your reactions, your habits, and your heart. It's a life where freedom and discipline meet, where holiness and joy walk hand in hand. When the Spirit leads you, your life begins to bear fruit that doesn't fade with seasons, but grows stronger with time. This is the evidence of true transformation, not empty religion, but living relationship. So, Paul says, since we live by the Spirit, let us keep in step with the Spirit. Every moment, every choice, every word. The fruit of the Spirit is not something we perform, it's something we produce when we stay connected to the vine, Jesus Christ. Apart from Him, we can do nothing. But in Him, our lives become living gardens of grace, love, and peace. Galatians 5 reminds us that real freedom isn't found in following the flesh, it is found in walking with the Spirit. And when you do, the world will see the evidence of God's love alive within you. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you will be instantly notified of new videos. See you on the next one.